then folks, it's the 24th of September. I'm going to give my pond a damn good clean. Somebody sent me a message saying remove that cage off the pump, it ain't really doing nothing. And to be fair, it ain't really doing nothing apart from covering that pump up. And they did say all it'd be doing was holding crap and bacteria really. So what I've done is I've just took it out of the pool. You've seen my video before I put that little elbow on, which has been absolutely brilliant by the way. And you can see, okay, some of it's probably washed out when I've lifted it out of the pond, but compared to before I put that bend on, that used to be thick of crap. So I'm quite pleased, I'm quite happy to leave that on, simply because just these edges here and that there's quite sharp. So I'm quite happy to leave that cage on. It ain't causing no problems. I don't know whether you can see just a tiny bit of crap there. I'll swill that off now. Apart from that, there's probably more on the outside of that pipe there. And if I turn it over, I suppose it is holding some crap really, so they am right what I'm saying, but I'm quite happy to leave that on. Like I said, it's helping to protect the fish from that pump. And I'll just flick it over. I'm not bothered cleaning the pool. You see the crap at the bottom of there. I've left it. I'm trying to get the water parameters back to normal, whatever normal is. And you can see there is a bit of crap. But since I've been back off holiday, I have been feeding them, not too much, but I have been feeding them a little bit more. They're all swimming about. You can't see them because the reflection. They're all swimming about happy. Goldie's still got that little bit of a problem on that pectoral fin. Look, I'm sure that's where he's done a jump and caught it. I can't get him on to show you folks. He's coming round there now. I've still got my salting to, you know, he's coming round. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to catch him because of the reflection. Just on his left side, on his pec there, he looks like a bit of bone sticking out and a bit of redness on it. And I can't see underneath. I ain't taking him out. I ain't got a microscope to any good. I've bought two. I wasting now more money on a microscope. And I've got another fish in there that had a real bad, his scales was lifted, puffed out, really bad. Since I've had the salting, them have gone down. It's still a bit reddish, but part of that is pattern, so I can't tell without taking it out. I don't want to stress him out. I don't know whether you can get him on camera though. If I can get him on camera there, it's that fish there. Oh, he's gone. He's me looking at the fish in the eye there. Yeah, so I've just got the two fish with a problem. The salt is at 0.56. I'm getting it, I suppose you call it the winter clean, which I've had to, oh god. Oh, I've covered it up now, but I've got a one-way valve that's under that bubble wrap there. I've cleaned that out. That was clean anyway. I'm quite happy the way things are working. I thought I've got a dead frog down there, then it's a leaf. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. The dreaded vac. I've had quite a few people message about the vac saying take the lid off and not to show you. That's like a canvas filter, I suppose you can call it. Right, I've been told to remove this, and like I said in previous videos, I run businesses, 3 businesses, car valeting, and I've done thousands, and I mean thousands of cars valeting, wet and dry. That probably ain't supposed to be in there, but that there is a rubber seal to seal that to that. When this is working properly with that in, this hoover does turn itself off and does turn itself back on. People have been messaging me saying you're supposed to turn it off and turn it back on. Well, I'm sorry, but this machine turns itself off and on when it works with that in it. So I just thought I'd explain that. I am very good at writing, as you probably tell if you've seen me messages. I can't spell. I'm not very good at reading, not very good at writing, not very good at spelling. So I'm trying to do a little bit of an explanation, I suppose, without sounding like a total prat, which I don't want to come across as. I'm just trying to explain that that machine turns itself on and off when it works right with that in, and it flushes itself out when it's empty. It turns itself back on when it works. But anyway, that's enough about the Hoover. I would like to thank you all very much for all your messages, and if I'm not replied, I do apologise. You know, I've been away for 3 weeks. I've not touched the fish. Turn you round, I know I'm filming the Hoover. Oh. I've not touched the pond. I've done a couple of water checks when I come back. The same thing. The parameters are up and down. No ammonia at all whatsoever. That's one of the reasons why I've left the crap in the bottom of the pool, to see if it'll start helping. I don't think it'll help the bacteria now because the weather's changing, going cold. I have got green growing on the edge of the liner, even though I've got an amalgam light in my filter now. Dave Black Country Koi bloke, he's lent me that, just temporary. Cheers for that, mate. I think I've said it before anyway, but go, thank you enough, mate. Yeah, so I'm just keeping my salt as it is, getting it a good clean out, so I keep looking away. I'm looking at my fish, like everybody else, doing the winter preparation, I suppose it's called. And yeah, thank you all for all your messages, good and bad. Mostly good, I'm happy to say. Not bad ones really, just the opinions on the Hoover, I suppose. So we're all entitled to our opinions, and like I say, I had my own business, professional valeting services in Broyles, many years ago. So anyway, chatting bubbles, I want to get this cleaned, get the water up and running, and I'll catch you all later. And thank you all very much, all you subscribers, all you people who watch my videos. It means the world to me. You know, I've had a real bad year this year, and things are still going wrong now. So just keep watching the videos and you'll see copious other problems, koi related. Cheers, folks. Right, I've come to clean my pump out, and I've got that's come out of the pump. You can see a little piece in there. It's the only downfall with having plants around your pond. So I've got that out there, and the reason I put the phone back on, I don't know whether you can actually see inside there, but there's larvae. Now I'm hoping that is a good sign, because you know how many chemicals I've used this year, and I've got nothing at all in my filter. So I'm hoping that's a good sign, folks. So I just thought I'd flick it on just to show you that. Oh, it's all I've done is cleaned that pump out, just the cage, with my little brush, and look at the colour of that water just off that, and there was hardly anything on it. Just a bit more crap out the pool. Right, pump's clean. I'm going to leave that out. I've just turned the dreaded water skimmer on. As you can see, mine does float around. I've just took the cable on my bridge just down there by that light, and it just floats around and does whatever it wants to do. So while I'm moving all that crud at the bottom, that can pick up the stuff off the top, and that looks like it's ready to pop over already. Oh no, it's closed itself again. It's got a powerful suction on it really for what it is, and it does work a treat like everything else when it works properly. But enough about that anyway, chatting bubbles. My plan today is, normally I put my pipe me over there with the net on, so all the water can go back in. So what I'm going to do today is, the pipe's going to go in that bucket. It's going to go in that bucket, and I'm going to water my plants with it. And when I top my water up, I'm going to test my water again, and add salt if I need to, keep it at 5.6. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to see if I can get it to work and turn itself off. There you go. For all those people who say these hoovers don't turn themselves off and back on, I've just managed to catch that on camera. The water's filling up in that bowl, and as soon as that's emptied, it should turn itself back on. There you go. So all you people out there who sent me messages saying you have to turn it off manually, I'm sorry, but I've just proved you all wrong. There you go. And just shows you now, it's iron oaks. There's the on off switch and there's nobody here with me. And there you go, it's emptying itself, look. I just thought I'd show you folks. There is quite a few gallon in there. That's just one suction. I don't know how many gallons them hold. These things hold, I'm sure. But just on one suction there, on one tank of the hoover, where I thought it was 1 or 2 gallon. It is probably about 2 or 3 gallon. I just thought I'd add that in. But look at the crap in the water. That's what happens when you don't have a bottom drain, folks. Just want to show you as well, folks. People don't think I've took the bag out. There it is. So I'd drawn that it won't work, but I'm going to try and put it back on now. I have got to turn it on because I picked the phone up to film. So I'll tell you what, I'll show you as I'm doing it. A useful tip as well, if you're using an hoover on your pond, you got a little valve on your pipe there. When your hoover stops or you turn your hoover off, open that valve, otherwise all the shit falls back in your pond. All the water that's remaining in your pipe just flows back into your pond. So just, as soon as that turns off, under that, otherwise all that water then runs straight back in your pool. And there you go, folks, the hoover that turns itself on and off. And there you go, it's filling it once again. I have finished the shallow end and I'm absolutely cream crackered. Done with the yet and tail, folks. Let's see if I can get it down by the head a bit on the hoover. Done with the yet and tail. You ain't never going to get it perfect. I'm just trying to block the sun then. You can't tell, can you, how clean that is. Now, you can't tell because of the reflection, but if I bring it over here, I know you can't tell that neither with the reflection. There's a lot of crud in there. I don't think you can see it, folks. I've got to crack on anyway because I've got to get all the pumps running back up in the filter. Quick update. I finished vacuuming 20 past 2. Washed everything, put it, well, some of it's hanging up outside drying. So I'm just going to show you. Get me another else of this. Oh, there you go. That's how much I'll give them. I'll flick you around and show you. I did lose an air stone. Took me ages to find it. There it is on there, I've got it, cleaned it. It's just mason time now, so it's still a little bit murky. I just want you to see how the fish are. As you can see, them all swimming around, thankfully enjoying life. The water's still topping up. You can see them all. Thankfully, at the moment, they're all happy. Right, I'm off and everything. Oh, there you go. Still working, on and off, on its own. And I've been at it now for about half an hour, 45 minutes. So when it does work, folks, it is a cracking bit of kit. Sorry, I'm trying to film. There you go. Turn itself off. Emptying itself into there. And before you think somebody's flicking the switch on, I'll just show you. Here's the cable plugged into there, and there's absolutely nobody else with me. The only downfall is now I have to turn it off, bloody thing, to empty that.